Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plami and in this episode of Rate Decay, I'm gonna be reacting to 70s Home Run, a music video, which was released quite a long time ago, on like 19th of October? Jesus Christ, it's genuinely been such a long time. I'm sorry that I've taken so long to react to this, but I have been busy with a lot of personal stuff. And I have been in general also overwhelmed by the amount of K-pop music videos that have been released in the last 2 months, I guess, at this point. So I'm just now able to actually get into reacting to these music videos again. So that's why it has taken me so long. But before we get into the reaction, I just want to quickly say, if you end up enjoying this video, I would really appreciate it if you go over to my Patreon and donate any amount of stuff. That would greatly help me out to continue doing these videos and maybe do them even more frequently, because then I wouldn't have to worry about supporting myself in any other way. But I also don't want to guilt trip you into donating to me through Patreon, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. But in that case, I would really appreciate it if you like these videos, subscribe to the channel and check out my videos once in a while. And especially share this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. But yeah, let's get into what you're actually here for, that being my reaction to 17. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed the last song, which was Left and Right. It was pretty, it was a cool callback to the old school 17, where they were like funky and playful. Like, I feel like they haven't released that kind of track, hadn't released that kind of song for quite a while, honestly. And not that their other songs were bad, but just it was refreshing to see that kind of concept being done by them again. So I'm curious what they're gonna go for with this one. I don't really know what to expect, so I guess without further ado, let's get into it and find out in 3, 2, 1. Wait, is that the car from Left and Right? Okay, it's actually starting to be pretty catchy. At first I was worried that I wasn't going to like it, but it's actually not that bad. Again, it feels like it's in that playful kind of side of 17. And it's maybe a little bit retro. Man, I love how much 17 switches up their concept and sound, and they still manage to release bops. And I'm actually liking this one quite a lot. I'm surprised by how catchy I find it actually. Because otherwise the genre that they're going for, this retro style, I'm not really a huge fan of. But they still managed to make it fun, so I like that. I hope that nobody's gonna claim that they're plagiarizing some unknown artist again, because apparently that was a controversy for Left and Right. And I'm sorry, but Left and Right does not sound anything like that guy's song. Okay, when they actually play more with the retro sound, it's actually not that bad. I feel like just their general style and sound and the retro style don't jive that well. Because when they're doing either or, it actually works, but they were kind of smashing them together, it doesn't work as well, at least in my opinion. I just don't find it as catchy as when they're just doing their separate thing, you know? Okay, so this song definitely wasn't. There's no way I could have expected what they did with this song, to be honest. Retro 17 wasn't anything that I was thinking that this song was going to be. I was maybe thinking that it was going to be like I think somewhat of a ballad song that they released relatively recently. At least I think it was this year. I think it's called Home or something. I don't know. It's like one of their last 3 or 4 songs, and I don't know if I even reacted to it, to be honest. I don't remember, and I was worried that it was going to be this kind of like a slowish ballad kind of song because of that, but it wasn't. So I like that. And that is not to shit on ballads or 17 doing ballads, but that's just not what I would want to listen to from them right now, you know. And when I realized that it wasn't going to be that, the song actually ended up being better than what I was expecting at that point, you know. It's still not quite as catchy and infectious as Left and Right was, because that one was pure fun, and I listened to that song so much. But it was actually pretty decent, and as I said, the retro concept doesn't work for me that well. Mainly when it's just combining like their general sound with the more retro instrumental. But when they're kind of a little bit more separated, I feel like it works better. And I'm gonna point out moments like those on the second reaction. But yeah, so far that's pretty much how I feel about it. It's good, but it's not as good as I would have liked it to be, or at least not as interesting to me personally. But yeah, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Home Run. I like the sound of like the 17 right here. It actually reminds me a little bit of like my favorite 17 song, Clap. That song is way too short. It's painfully short, honestly, for how good it is. It's actually growing on me a little bit more. I feel like maybe just the chorus is a little bit lacking, because Vernon's verse was actually pretty fire and the beginning was actually pretty catchy as well, but the chorus is a little bit lacking compared to those. I think this song actually might end up growing on me more. But ultimately, it's still my opinion that their sound and the retro sound doesn't really fit together as well as it could be. Because I feel like in the moments where they focus on the different things, it just works better. Like this part here, it actually works really well. And in the chorus, when you can only barely hear the retro instrumental, is when it works at its best, in my opinion. Man, sometimes I forget how short Woozy is. I'm pretty sure that was his name. Okay, I'm not watching this ending part again. Yeah, it is Woozy. Okay. So, yeah, ultimately I would say I'm into this song for sure. And I think it's definitely really well made. But it's not gonna be something I'm gonna really listen to too much, although I'm probably gonna give it a few more listens, and if by that time, if I don't really get into it to the point of wanting to constantly replay it, I'll probably not listen to it that much. But I'm glad that they're changing up concept all the time and trying different sounds and everything. I really enjoy that, even though with the kind of person that I am, I prefer when groups stick to what I've liked about them. It's also cool to have one or two groups in your fandom that switch it up constantly. It keeps things fresh, because sometimes I might like it, sometimes I might hate it, and you never know, like with these kind of groups. So I really appreciate them switching it up again. In terms of rating, I think at the very least I'll give it like a 9.2 out of 10, because if we ignore my personal thoughts on this song, that's how I would rate it. No, sorry, I got confused. With my thoughts on this song put into consideration, that's about as much as I can give it, 9.2 out of 10. But if we ignore my thoughts and criticism for the song, I would say it's probably like a 9.8 out of 10, because even then, like ignoring my personal opinions on the song, like the fact that this style is not the thing that I enjoy the most, because I enjoy hard-hitting experimental songs more, like what the kinds of NCT, Stray Kids, Ace, and other groups like that release. It still could have been done better, like it could have been executed a little bit better. Like there's not much that is lacking, but there is a little bit. That's why it's only like at most 9.8 out of 10. But it's still a really good song, and I assume this is an album because it says like a special album on that, so I can't wait to check out the album. I've actually decided, because I'm so far behind in terms of reacting to albums, that once I am done with all the music videos that I have to react to, which is like 30 something music videos left, I'm gonna be going backwards in terms of reacting to the K-pop albums. So that means that the songs that I'm reacting to right now, I'm probably gonna react to sooner compared to like the Left and Right album. Because I'm not sure, I don't think I have reacted to it, because at that point in time in the year, which was like August I think, I was still reacting to comebacks from like May, if even before that. So yeah, it might end up being sooner than you think. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you end up enjoying my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.